I want to take a few minutes and point out some differences I've found between the two machines. Serial number 117 is the machine that I've had for a while, and it has brass rings for the chip breaker and pressure bar. The more recent machine I got has iron rings. Another pretty significant difference between the two machines is the size of the jack screws. So the earlier machine, number 117, these jack screws are 1 1/8 inches in diameter. And they have what appear to be a pretty conventional Acme thread. The later model has 1 1/4 inch shafts, and it's got a square thread. I'm sorry, I don't remember what the name of that thread is. And some slight differences in adjustment nuts, I guess they're called. Oh, correction. This is a unified thread form. This is an Acme thread. One last thing on the lift screws. The earlier model has this turned area for the set screws. The later model has keyway shafts and no turned area for the set screws. So very interesting that it's got a keyway as opposed to just a reduced. Maybe they had problems with the gears slipping, and so they decided to put a keyway on. There are also differences in the chip breakers themselves. I don't know if this was silver soldered on there. It looks like there's evidence that it was welded on originally and then someone repaired it with silver solder. Or the later serial number does not have that, and these corners are sharper here than on the other one. The inner bearing seals are identical on both machines. The earlier machine just has a counterbore basically for the bearing seat. The later model has a groove that the inner seal sits in, so that's why the inner seal was kind of jiggling around. Also, the earlier one has a bunch of manufacturing debris. There are also some differences in the speed control knobs as noted in these photos. Something that I didn't think to point out in that clip is differences between the earlier version and the later version of the speed knob. The earlier version uses a spring-loaded detent inside here to retain the position of the knob. In contrast, the later version has a positive lock on this bar that holds position pretty securely.